Hello, today we're going to be learning about the respiratory system. What does your respiratory system do?
Respiratory system to breathe in oxygen and get rid of carbon dioxide waste in your body.
How does the respiratory system work?
You breathe in air through your nose and it passes over your conchae or your turbinates, which warms and moistens the air that you breathe. Then it goes through your pharynx and your larynx. And your larynx is your voice box. So it helps you speak. Your pharynx is your throat, and it just marks the beginning of your respiratory tract and your GI tract, or your windpipe and your esophagus. The air goes into your trachea or your windpipe, and then it goes into the two bronchi, one in each lung. It branches off into tubes that go into bronchioles, which go into alveoli or air sacs. And the alveoli or air sacs are surrounded by capillaries. And the capillaries are blood vessels that let blood cells go through them, so then they get oxygen because your blood cells need oxygen. Your capillaries also release carbon dioxide, and your diaphragm, which is right underneath your lungs, it expands to push out air when you exhale, and it contracts to make room for the air that you breathe in when you inhale.
Why is it important to keep your respiratory system healthy?
It's important to keep your respiratory system healthy because if you don't, you might have some trouble breathing.
How can you keep your respiratory system healthy?
Keep your respiratory system healthy by not smoking or having an excessive amount of alcohol if you're an adult, but no matter how old you are, you should always stay healthy, exercise regularly, be active. You should have good hygiene, and you should limit your exposure to allergens. Also, drink lots of water, keep a healthy weight, and keep a healthy diet to stay healthy and have a good respiratory system.
There are a lot of parts. Just wait and I'll list them. It helps you breathe in an orderly fashion. Just listen to me and I'll show the action. It takes in oxygen through your nose and mouth, through the pharynx, the larynx, the way down south, into the trachea, getting real hype. Another word for trachea is the windpipe. Next part here is under your tongue, not your arms or your elbows, but it's a pair of lungs. Too bad you can't see this with your eyes. Going into the lungs come the bronchi. As you can see, the system has several parts and roles. On the tips of the bronchi, there are bronchioles. On the edges of the tubes are the air sacs or alveoli, just as the ends or tips of alveoli. Alveoli are surrounded by capillaries. It's so cool that our lungs have these abilities, and the alveoli is where the magic really happens. I like to call it the work of the captain. And the alveoli is exchange of CO2 and oxygen. It's happened to me, you, and even George Washington. I know all this with no doubt. The process looks me scream and shout. We could have scientists show this to us on a cam. We can even sing using our diaphragm. Whenever you inhale or you take a breath, your diaphragm goes down and out goes your chest. When you exhale, your whole diaphragm section turns around and goes the reverse direction. But if this system gets damaged, it would be really hard to mend and manage. But if you want to keep this system feeling great, drink lots of water and keep a healthy weight. We really hope that you enjoyed this rap, and if you really liked it, feel free to clap.